Cowboy Logic, Season 3, Episode 3. She went and got the wrench. 6 years old, the first time I decided I knew better than everybody else. And it would not be the last time. I'm Ann Dunbar, and this is Cowboy Logic. Today, I want to tell you about a 10-speed bike, a clothesline, and the girl who went and got the wrench anyway. Well, out on the ranch, you learn pretty quickly that waiting for the perfect conditions is just another way of never starting. The fence needs fixing whether the weather is right or not. The cattle need feeding whether you feel ready or not, and the work doesn't wait for you to feel confident. You just get on the horse, or in my case, you just get on the bike. Grew up. Your bike was your freedom. It was how you got everywhere, how you raced everybody, and how you proved what you were made of. On a long hill with the wind in your face and your hands in the air, and nothing between you and the bottom but nerves. Now, I rode with no hands. I stood on the center of the bike going downhill, and I raced every kid in the neighborhood. And I didn't much care about coming in second. My brother, though, he was the real genius. He could take parts from 3 broken bikes and build one magnificent one. We called them hot rod bikes. He'd put them together from whatever he could find, and they ran better than anything you could buy at a store. I never once worried about having a working bike because my brother was always there to fix it. He was good like that. Now, I was 6, he's 7. The summer I didn't have my own bike yet. My family didn't have the money for one, and my brother, well, he had a 10-speed. And I wanted to ride it more than I had ever wanted anything in my life. So, one afternoon, while he was out with friends, I climbed on. Now, there are a few things I did not consider before making this decision. I had never ridden a bike before. I could not steer, and I could not stop. And directly in my path, strung across the yard at approximately neck height, was the clothesline. My mama was on the porch. She saw the whole thing coming before I did. She was hollering at me to get off the bike before I killed myself. I could not get off the bike. I couldn't steer away from the clothesline, and so Nick met line. Down goes Ann. I laid on the ground until my mama came to help me up. I couldn't talk for a week. Daddy said it was the quietest the house had been in months. Then he hugged me tight and said, "Never do that again." A few months later, I got my own bike, and it had training wheels. My whole family agreed I needed them. Well, I disagreed. So I went and I found a wrench. 6 years old. Could not figure out how to get the training wheels off. But I tried. Lord knows I tried. My brother caught me. He took the wrench right out of my hands and put it somewhere I couldn't reach. And that was that. Here's what I know now that I didn't know then. My brother wasn't trying to stop me. He was trying to keep me alive long enough to actually learn how to ride. There's a difference between taking off your training wheels before you're ready and being ready sooner than anyone thinks you are. I was always the second one. The girl who got on the 10-speed before she could steer. The girl who went and found the wrench. The girl who got on that plane to Canada with shaking hands and a heart full of something she couldn't name yet. I was never very good at waiting for permission, and I don't think you should be either. But here's the thing my brother understood that 6-year-old me did not. Sometimes the wrench isn't the answer. Sometimes someone who loves you takes it out of your hands, not to stop you, but to make sure you're still standing when the training wheels finally come off. That's not failure. That's love with Good timing. You'll know the difference. The people who take the wrench to stop you feel different from the people who take it to protect you. Pay attention to which one you're dealing with, and then, when the time is right, get back on the bike. Today's cowboy logic is this: you don't wait for perfect conditions. You go find the wrench. But you also pay attention to the people who love you enough to take it away sometimes. They're usually right. I'm Ann Dunbar, and thanks for riding along. I'll see you next week.